Today I'm making donut cakes with my mom. Subscribe and give it a big thumbs up. Welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back to our channel, guys. Today we are making one of Caribbean's favorites, one of my favorites. I think it's one of Jonathan's favorites too. We are making Johnny cake. Johnny cake is famous throughout the Caribbean. It's called by many different names. You have fried cakes, fried dumplings, Johnny cake, bakes. Whatever the name is, one thing is in common. It is delicious. Right, Jonathan? You like Johnny cakes, right? So we will be making some Caribbean Johnny cakes today. So stay tuned for the recipe for that fluffy, golden goodness. Jonathan, before you start cooking, what is the first thing that you do?
You wash your hands.
You wash your hands. So make sure your hands are washed because we're going to use our fingers to massage the butter into the flour. So the first thing we do, we add 2.5 cups of flour. Jonathan, you can pour everything in.
Okay. Ta-da!
Get everything.
I do this big.
You can just pour everything. You're gonna make a mess, Jonathan. Just pour everything in.
Tap, tap.
Good. The next dry ingredient will be baking powder, and we're going to add 1.5 tablespoons baking powder. It doesn't have a smell. Put that in.
It's like ice.
Yes.
I mean,
A half.
like it's snowing.
Yeah.
Ooh, snowing. Again. Ooh, snowing.
Okay, so Jonathan decided to use 2 tablespoons baking powder. And next thing that we're gonna do is some brown sugar. We're gonna use some brown sugar, Jonathan. So get the sugar.
Sugar where? Brown? It's brown.
Yeah, we're gonna use some brown sugar.
I thought it's not. I thought it was white.
No.
I thought it was white, Mommy.
We're gonna use the brown sugar because the brown sugar gives it a better flavor versus the white sugar. It smells good?
Yeah, it smells like candy. It smells like chocolate.
Okay. So we're going to add 2 to 4 tablespoons. Again, this all depends on you how sweet you want the Johnny cake. So we'll just add about no, Jonathan. We'll add 2 Jonathan. Don't. We'll add 2 tablespoons of sugar, Jonathan. Don't take out any of the sugar. Jonathan, don't take out any of the sugar, please. So our next ingredient will be some
Butter.
cornmeal.
What?
So we're gonna add about a tablespoon of cornmeal.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay, hold this.
What's into it?
No, I'm gonna give you some more.
Look at that.
Okay, go ahead.
Tablespoon. Yeah.
Go ahead. Just add a little bit more. So 1.5 tablespoon of cornmeal.
It's like a sand. It's like it looks like sand.
Okay, sand. We're gonna add about a teaspoon of salt.
I want to mix it.
Mix it.
I'm mixing the ingredients. My mom said to mix the ingredients while I'm making it. And I just need butter and water. And I just need to mix it again. I know that.
Because you're a chef, right?
Yeah. Now I'm adding my butter.
You can make a well with the dry ingredients and add 2.5 teaspoons of room temperature butter in the middle. Oh wait, Jonathan. Let me help you.
I did it. Now I have to mix.
Just wait, that was 1.
And I did 1, 2. Mommy, I did 1, 2.
Let's get it in. Okay. About a half teaspoon of oil. Not a lot because we'll use oil to fry the Johnny cakes as well.
Easy peasy lemon squeeze all the way to Japanese. You do that?
Easy squeeze, lemon squeeze all the way to Japanese.
No, me, not easy.
Okay. So once we've added all of the dry ingredients and our flour, we will now add 1 cup of warm water. The warm water helps the brown sugar to melt and also the butter.
Brown sugar?
Yeah. Just wait till we'll do it in the center.
It's hot, Mommy. I want to.
It's gonna be. So again, you make sure your hands are washed. We've already washed our hands again. No! Hold on, that may be too much. So at this point, you would need your flour.
I'm gonna do
Wait,
it.
just wait. It's gonna get.
That's okay.
No. Just let one person do it. Because it's gonna get really messy.
My hands again?
Yes, it's gonna get really messy.
You wash your hands?
I did.
And now you have to wash your hands again?
Yes. When you're doing this process, you might need to add more flour if the mixture gets too soft.
Is that too far soft?
No, it's not. It's good. So we just.
That's why I put a lot of water to make it so good.
So we're gonna massage all of the dry and wet ingredients
Good. Oh yeah.
together to make it into a dough ball. Once your dough ball is smooth, we're gonna wrap it with some saran wrap and let it rest for at least an hour before we start to fry them. Recently, I was told that Johnny cakes was actually called journey cakes. Back in the day when slaves or Caribbean people, when they were going on long journeys, they would make these fried cakes, fried Johnny cakes, fried dumplings. They would make these because they would hold longer. So they actually was called journey cakes, which makes sense. It seems plausible. You know, as time, the name changed from Journey to Johnny.
You making what Johnny cakes?
Yes, we are making some journey cakes.
Cake?
Mm-hmm.
I want to taste the cake.
Some lovely journey cakes.
Johnny.
Some golden brown, soft, fluffy journey cakes. And you know what is good with journey cakes?
Cake.
Saltfish,
Saltfish.
cheese, Johnny cake with some
Johnny
hot
cake.
cheese, or even ground beef. Corned beef. In the Caribbean, that's what they usually eat with the Johnny cake. Some cheese or even some butter, some ground beef.
Ground beef.
That there.
That there.
I remember my mother every weekend.
Mama's the mother and Papa's the dada.
So every weekend, my mother would fry up some Johnny cake, and she would make some ground beef.
Mom,
Down there.
your mother.
So we have our dough. We're just gonna wrap it with the saran wrap and let it rest for at least 1 hour before frying. The longer you let it rest, the better it's gonna be. Let the baking powder do its magic.
Baking powder.
Mm-hmm.
To make it like magic, like me. Look. Close eyes. I do this and I disappear. Close eyes. Disappear! Open your eyes.
Where did Jonathan go? He disappeared.
I'm disappeared!
And he's now invisible, guys. Jonathan is now invisible.
I disappeared!
I can't see him. He's...
Boom! Hello! Boom!
He reappeared, Jonathan. You have magic.
I told you.
Okay, so we're gonna let this rest, and we're just gonna cover it with a cloth.
To make it like a blanket to go to sleep
Yes.
on 1 hour. And
Yes.
to wake up on 1 hour and fried.
Yeah. So we're gonna let the dough go to sleep for an hour, wrap it up in the blanket and let it go to sleep for an hour. And when it wakes up, it's gonna go in a nice warm bath of oil. It's been about an hour since the dough been resting. I think they're ready to be rolled out and put into the frying pan. So I've already cleaned my surface. I'll dust a little bit of flour here so the dough doesn't stick. And with Johnny cakes, they don't have to be precise. They don't have to be the same size. If they are, it just looks better. So what I'm going to do, I'm just folding the dough into itself, trying to create a smooth top. When you fry the Johnny cake, it makes it smoother, prettier. This is what you want, like a smaller dough ball. Put this here, just put them here. And while you roll them out, you also want to keep them covered because you don't want the dough to get dried out. Because then when it gets dried out, it creates a crust on the outside and we don't want that. Now that we have our dough rolled into smaller balls, what we do now, I'll sprinkle some flour on the surface area. It's already cleaned. I'll sprinkle a little flour here and also on my rolling pin so it doesn't stick, and I'll roll these out. You can also use your hand. The rolling pin gets it smoother. So you have a smoother Johnny cake, a smoother looking top of the Johnny cake. I usually do a split in the middle. Again, you don't have to, but that's just what I do. Put this here. You're gonna always want to keep the dough covered in some plastic just so it doesn't get dried out. You can decide how big you want it in terms of rolling. These won't be the same size, but that's fine. They'll be delicious. So while you're rolling these out, you can have your oil on the stove getting hot. So you just pop these in and get these babies fried up. When you're frying the cakes, you don't want the oil to be too hot. If it is, the cakes might get brown too fast and they won't cook on the inside. So you can set it at a medium temperature. Just to ensure that your cakes are golden brown and it doesn't cook too much, you can flip the cakes every minute or maybe before. Just check your cakes to see how soon you'll have to turn them. The Johnny cakes are now golden brown, guys. This is exactly what I want. So it's time to get these bad boys out of the frying pan. From the frying pan, I'll just put them into a plate layered with napkin to absorb any of the excess oil. Get the corned beef, get the cheese, get the saltfish. The Johnny cakes are ready and it's about to go down. If you haven't tried this recipe, try it. You'll thank me later. But guys, wait. With Johnny cake, you have to have some bush tea. And today I'm having some lemongrass and basil. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, click it, share it, like it. Share this video with everyone so they can get a taste of the Caribbean. If you enjoyed this recipe, check out our coconut tart recipe. It's another one of the Caribbean favorites. Delicious, delicious. It just popped up. Click it.